Hello friends, I am CA Shweta Sabu Rathi. As we all know that last date to file income tax return is approaching, but most of us keep it pending for the very last moment. So guys, gear it up, do file your income tax return before 31st December so you can enjoy a New Year Eve. But before filing ITR, I am going to tell you 10 important information and documents which you should collate so you can file correct ITR.
First thing, login details of the income tax portal. This is how the income tax site looks like. But to file income tax return, we need to have user ID and password. So user ID is your PAN number. But password is one thing which we often tend to forget. But don't worry, we can always reset the password. So we will see how to reset the password here. So you just have to put your PAN number and you have to select the option. Like you can use e-filing OTP. E-filing OTP would require your email and current phone number to be registered in the income tax portal. So you will receive OTP and you can put it here and reset it. And using Aadhaar OTP, it is required that your Aadhaar is linked with your current phone number. So you can receive OTP and reset the password. Next important document is Form 16. Form 16 is a TDS certificate given by the employer to its employee in respect of the salary paid. It contains two parts, part A and B. So here I have put like part A how it looks like. It is a sample format. It contains the TDS certificate number, name and address of the employer, name and address of the employee here, PAN and TAN of the employer, PAN of the employee, assessment year and period of employment, and here it shows how much salary has been given to you and how much tax has been deducted in respect of the salary paid. So I am showing you here a Form 16 with part A and part B. It shows name and address of the employer, name and address of the employee, PAN TAN of the deductor, PAN of the employee here. Period is 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020, assessment year 2021. Here it shows the salary paid to the employee and here it is amount of tax deducted. Then we will go below to part B. Here it shows the salary 13 lakhs 55,350 and here it is exemptions under section 10. So suppose if you would have paid house rent, you can claim HRA here. Then standard deduction of 50,000, professional tax of 2,500, and here it comes the deductions under 80C, that is 1,50,000 is the limit, and then final tax payable. So this is how the Form 16 looks like, and you should always collect your Form 16 from your employer. Third important document is Form 26AS. 26AS is nothing, it's just a passbook of tax deductions in respect of a PAN throughout the year. So suppose if person is a salaried and his employer deducted tax in respect of the salary paid. So we can see in the Form 26AS that our employer name would reflect there along with the salary paid, along with the tax deducted. Similarly, if we have got interest from FD, so bank generally deduct tax on that also. So we can always check how much interest we have got in a year and how much tax has been deducted in a year. So here we see a sample of it, how it looks like. Form 26AS could be pulled out when you log in into the income tax portal e-filing site, and we can see that the name of the deductor, TAN of the deductor, total amount paid and credited, and total tax deducted here. So you should always check before filing the return that what all incomes are showing up here. like if it is salary, if it is interest, if it is a business income, we should check Form 26AS. Also, if we paid advance tax, if we paid self-assessment tax, we could check in Form 26AS. Fourth important document is home loan certificate. So if you have taken home loan against the property purchased, make sure you collect the interest certificate beforehand. Many times we don't claim the interest because of non-availability of the certificate. So I will show how the certificate looks like. So here it is period of the certificate, and then here the principal component and the interest component you have paid during the year. The breakup is given here. Also make sure that if you have any property on rent, you should include it in your income tax return. Fifth point, freelancing income. So nowadays many people are doing freelancing along with their jobs, but they actually miss out on including that income. So make sure you include freelancing income in the income tax return. Sixth point is capital gain. So if you have sold shares, mutual funds, any property in the last year, make sure you collect the P&L from the broker, or in case of property you calculate the capital gain and include it in the income tax return, because nowadays PAN is linked with Demat account. So if you don't include P&L from the shares and mutual funds, you might get notice from the income tax department. Seventh point, interest income. So interest income you can get from any of the sources like fixed deposit, saving bank account, post office accounts, recurring deposit, national saving certificate, and any other deposit it can be. So make sure that you collect the interest certificate for all the investments you have done and include it in your income tax return. Investments. I've seen people do investments for saving taxes, but they miss out to submit the investment proofs to their employer, or sometimes they do the investments at the last moment, suppose 31st March. So that information could not be included in the Form 16. So always make sure that whatever investments you have done for saving taxes, that should reflect in your income tax return. Otherwise, the purpose of doing tax saving investment itself is defeated if you don't end up saving taxes. It could be any kind of investments, life insurance premium, deposits to PPF. I've not included exhaustive list, it's just a list for example. Now the most important part, bank account details. Bank account details we have to mention while filing the ITR. Make sure that your bank account is active. The second important thing is it should be linked with your PAN. This is very important, especially for the people who wants to claim refund. If your PAN is not linked with your bank account number, income tax department will not issue the refund. So be mindful about it. Last but not the least, Aadhaar number. Aadhaar number is mandatory for filing income tax returns, as well as Aadhaar number should be linked with your current active phone number so you can do a smooth e-verification procedure. I hope you have understood about the most important things to be considered while filing the income tax return. If you still have any doubt, do comment and let me know it. Also, do like, share with your friends if you find it useful, and subscribe the channel for the upcoming videos. Stay safe, stay happy. Bye bye.